What's up, Twitch? Sorry, running a little bit behind. Getting the kid put down. So, bear with me as I try and get set up and figure out what in the world I'm doing. So I've got a cover to work on, but I don't particularly want to work on it, so I may switch gears, start up a pinup or something. Just one of these other pieces that's kind of in the catalog that artists have asked me to do up, so we can do prints for cons or something. I'm looking. But yeah, we're just been a pretty good day. A little hectic, but not bad. There's the piece I'm thinking of. I think I made another folder.
San Antonio Metro Health reminds you to celebrate Fiesta safely and get vaccinated. COVID-19 vaccine clinics are available across the city each week. To find the vaccine clinic nearest you, visit us online or call 311. Do it for Fiesta.
That's not
the vaccine clinic at the Alamo Dome offers drive-through vaccinations for everyone 12 years and older.
So you saw
to receive your COVID-19 vaccine,
the other cover
visit us at the Alamo Dome Wednesday through Friday. No cost and no appointment needed.
Kind of
Do
the
it for
elements
us.
are there, but it's got a long way to go
Metro
before
Health
it's
reminds you to celebrate Fiesta safely and get vaccinated. COVID-19 vaccine clinics are available across the city each week. To find the vaccine clinic nearest you, visit us online or call 311. Do it for Fiesta.
For a while, so
the vaccine clinic at the Alamo Dome offers drive-through vaccinations for everyone 12 years and older. To receive your COVID-19 vaccine, visit us at the Alamo Dome Wednesday through Friday. No cost and no appointment needed. Do it for us.
Finally found a solution, it's simple. Protect you and your family by taking COVID vaccine. Well, less risk for you and me. Safe and effective, no question or second guessing. COVID has affected me and you for long enough. It's time to get back to life. Let's get back to the good times when we could hug one another. Back to normal, gotta go back. Do it for your city, San Antonio.
Music into skip tracks because I think I've listened to this one. Right. remember what color her sabers were, if they were green. I think they were green. Yeah, kind of different. They go kind of white. Live action, they're more white sabers than not. I kind of want to do the green though. Just personal preference. Trying to find this specific outfit. There's a statue of it. Of course, I'm missing a little bit of the detail I'm looking for. That's better. That's a better shot. So, this way, I can get a good view of the costume. Because apparently when I did my flats, I didn't finish them.
Bucket lists are back on, and it's time to make a break for it with the 16 diverse brands and 6,000 destinations at IHG Hotels and Resorts. Let us host the perfect family reunion at a Holiday Inn location. Get that girls trip booked at a Kimpton hotel, or help you take that bucket list escape at Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts. And with lots of rate options, it's definitely time to explore. You're so ready for this, and so are we. Visit ihg.com/ready.
I'll just do
Don't spend more than
use
you have
those as
to
a
on your mobile
reference and
service.
just kind of
Spectrum Mobile could
make
save
what
you
I
up
need
to
to make with
40%
it.
versus what you're paying now. Click to learn more. Spectrum delivers the fastest overall speeds and has the most reliable mobile service, coast to coast, with no hidden taxes, fees, or contracts. Plus, we let you mix, match, and switch between plans as often as you like, without penalty or fee. And nationwide 5G is included in
Just
every
one
plan.
more minute to try
Spectrum
and
Mobile.
Your friends are hosting an online viewing party to watch the NBA playoffs. But if your slow upload speeds were to make you sound like an evil robot,
Come on, get the rebound.
Whoa, who is that?
Sorry.
you're not an evil robot. You just need better internet. AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience with 25 times faster upload speeds than cable. Visit AT&T.com
Yeah, she killed it, man.
Fiber. Limited availability in select areas based on Internet 1000 wired upload connections.
That was one of those
AT&T
where
provides 1 gig service with uploads of 35 megabits per second. Restrictions apply.
I always kind of wondered why they didn't just use the voice actress, because there's pics of the voice actress from the cartoons when she dressed up as Ahsoka. She cosplayed as Ahsoka in Dead Ringer. I mean, she looked just like Ahsoka, and I was like, man, just put her in the live action. And then Rosario still killed it. She did a great job. So that was probably my favorite episode of the last season. Where did that image go, man? I just had it. Is that it? Yeah, okay, there we go. I want to see her gloves, her gauntlets, whatever those are. How are you doing today, Matt? I hope you're having a good Monday. Is that the was that the one that was online? That wasn't the movie, right? That was the online series, if I recall. Yeah. Well, old Mr. Van Deen, unfortunately, can't act out of his way out of a paper bag, so yeah, always be Johnny Rico. I'm gonna probably do kind of maybe a hybrid. 'Cause I really like the blue on there. Do that. I think I'll do that. Okay. Off how? Maybe a little long. Well, fine, I just won't color it then. I give up. I kid. Oh my goodness. Long day. Oh no, I never backed Starblades. That was one of those where it looked really, really cool, but when he was selling it, it was still like, here are the first 5 pages, and that was it. And it was like his first comic he was doing all by himself, so I didn't back it because I didn't know if it would ever get done. So no matter how cool it looked, I didn't have faith it was going to get done, or there wasn't a track record of finishing. So it's one of those things where I get a little I don't back everything even if it looks cool. Like I really do try and investigate and see who and what the people are, if they tend to put things out, especially if it's a first time thing, I might, keyword is might, go at a digital level. I'll very, very, very rarely go with a physical reward unless there's something saying that yeah, I should totally do it.
This is Ice-T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, and
Well, and that's another thing. Like a lot of the Comicsgate stuff is superhero stuff, and honestly, I'm done with superhero stuff. Like I've got 8 decades worth of Marvel and DC to pull from, and outside of that, I've got Invincible, and kind of Invincible's the final nail in the coffin for superheroes for me. Like, I'm good. Like, I've got an idea for a superhero story, but I don't even care about pursuing it anymore. Once upon a time I did, but I don't even care about writing it anymore. Like, it's just, there's the stories I love, and I'll reread them on occasion, but when it comes to just straight up superhero stuff, I don't have much interest, which is another thing that kind of like with Starblades, I was just like, man, that looks awesome, but I also don't think it'll be very good. Yeah, well, I can't and won't comment on any of that. I don't know enough about that going on. It's just, like Mike Miller's Lone Star series. No idea if it's any good or not, but why read Lone Star when I can go read good Captain America books? not saying all Captain America books are good, but I can just go read the stuff I like. You know, it's just that's kind of where I'm at. Where if you're just making a variant on an established character because I don't like the story they're telling with Captain America at that time or whoever, Batman, like I don't care. Like, it has zero appeal to me. That's just me though, you know. There's others that does appeal to, and that's fine. I'm not saying you can't. I think I've just I don't know if it's matured or moved past or what. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm just kind of done. It's all right. And I think that's a lot of that group where there's a lot of artists, but there's not a lot of writers, and there's not much in the way of writing that's being done. Even like Doug Tenable stuff, like I freaking love Earthworm Jim, and even reading those books, it's like you could have used an editor. You know, it could have been worked out again. Beautiful books, I love them, but yeah, I don't know that it's the best it could be. Has he? I know he hasn't been posting with his stuff, but I didn't know if he's been doing all his like big YouTube stuff he'd been doing that picked up so well for him. I mean, I hadn't really been paying attention, but now that you say that, I haven't seen anything, which usually he was pretty good about posting, so I don't know. Probably means he's got something cooking. No idea. So what are we going to talk about this week? We got on the Area 51 somehow last week. What other craziness are we going to get into? I don't know enough about lizard people to get into that, so that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun to get into, but unless you can like school me on lizard people, we might have to find another topic. I haven't seen the first one. I've heard great things about both of them. Yeah, I hear really good things. I'm not particularly a horror fan. Like, I don't often seek out horror material, and of the stuff of that genre that I'm like, oh man, that's really cool. It's very rare, and it's usually like, oh, it's more, I guess, more like the thriller horror stuff. So Quiet Place may be more in that genre. So I'm more interested in checking out Quiet Place than I am It or something like that. Or watching another Jason movie at any point in my life. Maybe one of these days I'll check it out. I don't even know if it's streaming. I haven't even looked for it. What up, Tony? I didn't know there was a Snake Eyes movie coming until recently, and I saw a thing about it, and it was they were talking about how it's his origin story, and he goes and he talks and all that stuff. Is like, man, Snake Eyes doesn't talk, so you kind of already lost me. It's one of those things where Snake Eyes is cool and we pay attention to him because he's mysterious, and creating an origin story movie about him is removing the mystery. It's kind of like when they finally wrote the origin story for Wolverine and it sucked. Yeah. I could even lived with him not having a mask. But the fact that he's talking is just like, eh. Oh, I see where you're going. Yeah, yes and no. I mean, the Stallone thing doesn't work because it wasn't an origin story. It wasn't before he was Judge Dredd. He was Judge Dredd, so he should have been wearing the mask like Carl Urban the whole time. Snake Eyes is, from what I understand, his origin story, what his youth, his whatever. I doubt he wore the same mask since he was a kid. You know, so it's like that wouldn't bother me. Like, I wouldn't even care if he like maybe spoke as a kid, but I think it's a grown up that they have cast, so it's not even like his child story. And then in the mediocre G.I. Joe movies, the kid they cast as Snake Eyes never spoke either. So again, it's just kind of like, are you rebooting the franchise or is it retconning? I have no idea. I don't know that I care, you know. I'll definitely check out Shang-Chi though. Why not? We got Black Widow next month, so that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. I don't know when Black Widow comes out. Woman, are you gonna be in Arizona when Black Widow comes out? You gonna make me go see that by myself because you're not here? Tony might have to come stateside and keep me company for a week while my wife is out of town. We can go watch Black Widow, Tony. I could. The question is, will I? I don't know. I don't know. Tony says he's down. What you got? What you got? Come on, wife.
Jay Farner here,
Tony's
CEO of
fault.
Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8-ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Someone you can rely, who's always on your side. That's why
Oh my goodness.
Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
played in. My goodness. Did you watch Loki? Nervous about what? Losing power? No. I'm nervous they're gonna start charging me for Snowpocalypse at some point. That's about the only thing I'm nervous about. Snowpocalypse when we didn't lose power, so, you know, our bill will be even more expensive than other people's who lost power. Yay! Yeah. I will say, I really like the production design on that show. On all the shows, they've been really, really, really good. I like how they're all their own tone, their own joint. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you kind of get a similar vibe in a lot of the movies. You know, so it's great that they use the TV shows to do it, a little more experimentation and presentation. That's cool. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happens in this week's episode. Don't spoil it. I do want to sit down and rewatch the shows just kind of in one sitting, though. I think that'd be pretty fun just to revisit them and see if I can see more than I did the first time. Of course, if I do that, I without a doubt will be doing it while I work, so I'll still miss tons of things. You know, I've always loved the looks of those games, but I've never actually played one. I think I even have one. I think I downloaded one for free, like during the stay-at-home games that they were offering. I've always wanted to play them. They always looked really, really cool, but I have yet to play it. It always looked up my alley, and for whatever reason, I never did take part. Which is just silly. It's probably Tony's fault. Way to go, Tony. Way to go. Is it? I'm okay if Humble Bundle doesn't come through for another couple months because I don't have as much disposable income as you do. I did not pick up the heavy metal one. I was awfully tempted to, but honestly, I just didn't know when I would get to any of it. It didn't seem right. Well, they did that movie, right? The Ratchet and Clank movie. Wasn't that a movie? I think it was on Netflix, and I started it one time. And then something happened. I had to turn it off like 5 minutes in, and I don't think I ever revisited it. I don't know if it's still on there or not. Yeah, Jack and Daxter. See, and that's one I always actually get those two mixed up because I never got to play either of those, and they always kind of. I know they're different. I can picture them differently in my head, but I have to stop and think about it. I just don't know it off the top of my head, so I will get them confused.
Bucket lists are back on, and it's time to make a break for it with the 16 diverse brands and 6,000 destinations at IHG Hotels and Resorts. Let us host the perfect family reunion at a Holiday Inn location. Get that girls trip booked at a Kimpton Hotel, or help you take that bucket list escape at Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts. And with lots of rate options, it's definitely time to explore. You're so ready for this, so are we. Visit ihg.com/ready.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide
Oh,
24-hour
that still
protection
needs to be
against viruses.
framed.
Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. Use Microban 24 sanitizing spray to keep surfaces sanitized all day. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses.
I'll watch
initially,
these other
including the
guys
virus
color
that
every
causes
now and again
COVID-19.
on their YouTube videos and
Microban 24
whatnot.
keeps killing bacteria for 24
And I
hours.
find it
touch
interesting
after touch.
because
When used as directed,
I tend to
Microban
just kind of
24, touch after touch. It doesn't give up.
get a decent
You've had the idea
lay
for
down of
months.
color
You've
and
told your
bones
friends
and
about it.
volume
Your mom, your mom's
into a
mom,
piece
your yoga
onto
instructor.
elements
You've worked out
and build
every
out and
detail,
kind of
the name,
do that
the
through the
logo.
whole
Now it's time
piece
for
and then
Squarespace.
go in and
But you
work
don't know a thing about websites?
details and push them to
Squarespace.
the end
Worried about it
and
looking
finish
good?
them up.
That's what
Whereas
templates are
I'll see
for.
these guys
Squarespace it. But you
and
need
they'll
more than a
render
site.
like,
You need
oh,
a
I'm going to
brand,
start with this
social
face, and they'll just
campaigns,
render it
promotion, whole
completely
nine yards?
through,
Squarespace
finished,
it. It's that
and go
easy.
out.
Got
And
an idea? Squarespace it.
I find
Use
that
offer code
interesting
Spotify for
because
10% off your first website.
I kind of build out like that with just the general basics. It's just kind of help me shape my idea and make sure it works, because sometimes my ideas don't always work. And so without investing too much time getting into a final version of any part of the elements, I can like, oh yeah, adjust or build or whatever. I don't know. I just find it interesting. if everything goes according to plan, next week during the stream, the camera view behind me is going to be different because I'm going to try and move my desk around. That way, in the future, I'll be able to better utilize the green screen. It might be. I mean, that just depends on which light I turn on. But like, I've got this green screen I picked up so I could better do videos for Kickstarters and whatever. And right now, with that window behind me during the day, whenever I do video during the day, or like when I'm meeting with Chuck or anybody in video messaging, and it'll blow me out real hard, and I'll have to have like all these lights on just so I'm not black. So, because when I set up the office, I didn't have a webcam, I didn't do any of that stuff, so it didn't matter. So the goal is to shift my desk about 90 degrees, so the wall that's here behind the camera right now, that'll actually be behind my chair when I'm sitting there. So I'll have art and whatever, and then when I need it, I can just easily tack up the green screen. And if I can figure out how, I don't know if I can do it just straight in the Twitch Studio app, or if it's or if I have to use OBS. But if I can do it just straight in the Twitch video app, I may just do it so when I stream, I can even blow up my screen bigger, and so my head will just be floating over it. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible or not. I'd have to look at it. But after a fun week last week, hanging out and doing a bunch of fun things with Kaylee and everything, she's gonna go visit my parents tomorrow, and we will use the opportunity to do a couple things around here. Like, I want to move my desk around. We need to go to one of the local stores to try and sell some stuff, but it takes time and there's a lot, so we'll just pack up a car and ride down there, and we won't have to worry about entertaining Kaylee so much, and we can just get rid of some stuff and make a little bit of extra money. You're supposed to do that stuff in spring cleaning, but we're doing it more here during the summer. Tony went all quiet again. Tony, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, this is stuff that's up your alley, bro. Why aren't you chiming in? Is it not World of Warcraft enough for you? What do you know? Well, if you're not a fan of the game, shouldn't you know something about him? Just saying. Like, how do you know you're not a fan if you never played him? I will say, of the two, Ratchet and Clank looked more interesting to me than Jack and Dexter.
Rising and shining to take on a big day at work? Or just looking to enjoy the small things like a well-earned treat? Whatever the day holds, enjoy a moment of with a ready-to-drink Starbucks coffee. Like cold brew, nitro, bottled frappuccino drinks, and more. For all your moments, big and small. It's that Starbucks coffee feeling made ready. Available now, online, or wherever you buy groceries.
Nothing sounds quite like a dad's day at Lowe's. Like the DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill and driver kit for $99. And the Craftsman 3000 PSI gas pressure washer, now $289. Give him the day he really wants. This Father's Day, let Dad loose at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, DeWalt drill kit offer valid 6/10 through 8/4. Craftsman gas pressure washer offer valid 6/10 through 6/23. U.S. only.
Oh, Cyberpunk will work at some point. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting this to look right, but I am. That's alright, bro. I'm still working on the Final Fantasy VII remake. I think I'm getting close to the end. I'm not sure, but I think so. And then I've still got Last of Us 2 to play. And maybe by the time I finish both of those, Cyberpunk will work enough for me to play it. Apparently it's E3 right now. I usually watch the coverage on that, but I don't know what happened this year. Bad press or something. I didn't even realize it was happening.
So my parents aren't going to be home tonight. Do you want to come over?
You know, like last year, like every year they show a bunch of games that don't come out for years to come. You know, last year they're showing stuff that may not even come out till like 2023 or something like that. And so even though we've got a year of global pandemic, everybody is working from home, they should still be able to show stuff from games that were just slowed down progress, maybe not new stuff so much. Yeah, that was a game they showed off, what, 2 years ago? Or was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago. It could have been last year. my recall is not fantastic when it comes to those kinds of timelines. But that was a game I remember looked pretty amazing in the at one of the last E3s. Well, they had the trailer for the part 2 like last year or the year before is what I'm saying. Like they should have an update on that at the very least, if not a new game. Like, hey, we can't show you previews of new games, but we showed you these games before. Let's show you more of them, right? I'll admit, I never did play the first one. I think I have it from like an Xbox game with gold when they gave it away as part of the Xbox One game with gold backwards compatible thing, but I've still never played it. I downloaded a bunch of those games and still haven't played them. Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they had the trailer for the game like 2 years ago. So, and Tony's saying they're not showing anything new. I'm like, well, why don't they show more of the games they've already showed in the past that haven't come out yet? So, like, by the time it comes out, yeah, it'll be 20 years in between. But I don't know why. They should totally just like, hey, this is awesome.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Hey,
Offer cost
Tony.
information and conditions equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Rising and shining to take on
Is
a
he
big
still
day
there?
at work?
You still there?
Or just looking to enjoy the small things, like a well-earned treat. Whatever the day holds, enjoy a moment of with a ready-to-drink Starbucks coffee, like cold brew, nitro, bottled frappuccino.
On the
drinks, and more.
phone?
For all your
Oh, no.
moments,
You
big
can't
and
be on the
small.
phone, bro. We're
It's
chatting.
that Starbucks coffee feeling.
Anyway.
Buddy. Available
You know
now,
Austin's
online,
making a
or
video game,
wherever you
right?
buy groceries.
Yeah. Just some kids. I don't know. He was part of another group, a local group that was working together to make something, but the guy that ran that group didn't do a good job. So basically, Austin left, and once he left, the people that were any good in that group went and followed Austin, so they started making their own game. You should hit him up sometime. Have him show you some of the stuff. It's a werewolf game. See what before? I don't get it. Oh yeah. Nobody wants to be part of a sinking ship, bro. That's probably the best one. Except I still can't see your stinking boots. Okay, so that is one piece of this one. That's okay. Now, if only I can get a good shot of her boots, that would make me very, very happy. Because her boots are kind of annoying me right now.
Bucket lists are back on, and it's time to make a break for it. With the 16 diverse brands and 6,000 destinations at IHG Hotels and Resorts. Let us host the perfect family reunion at a Holiday Inn location. Get that girls trip booked at a Kimpton Hotel, or help you take that bucket list escape at Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts. And with lots of rate options, it's definitely time to explore. You're so ready for this, and so are we. Visit ihg.com/ready.
Unless that curls around. Maybe.
Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China.
Tap now for your favorite 80s hits.
Man, this
Listen now
stupid
on
commercial
Spotify.
trying to get me in trouble again.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8-ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Yeah, hi, buddy. Moose is having a dream. He's barking. Reference for her. I think hers are curved. He drew the wrong lightsabers. I think I'll just render them as one color and then shift them to whatever I want or need.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga.
Well, here we are, back in the hot, muggy street of New York.
I don't know why it turned that stuff on, but I apologize for that. That sucked. That's not even in the playlist. It's just a random, like, Twitch safe playlist. I don't have a clue why it came on. There's some rap and hip hop I listen to, but I can't listen to like copyrighted music on here. So I don't. I would be playing a lot of different stuff if I could. But I didn't even see that song listed in that playlist, so I don't have a clue how it even came on. And even if that was a song I did like, that's probably not one I would play in a live setting somewhere or anywhere.
Sound was the weapon, all right?
What could it have been?
I don't know, but let's get out of here.
Thanks, man. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out each and every week. gonna call it as well. I've got I got all the groundwork laid on this, so it's been a long day, and I will see everybody at the next scheduled stream next Monday. So thanks Matt for hanging out. Thanks Tony. Thanks wife. I'll see you guys later.
Saturday.